matter how well the surgeon who performed them might be. More and more parts of our bodies want to go downward. As we trolley along our days, maybe in leisure, maybe not, our focus becomes centered toward the ground, as if not to lose sight of the earth's core, that we might lose our balance along the way downward. Japanese elders not only bow out of respect to indicate thoughtful consideration, they also do so to begin cushioning themselves into the frame gravity is morphing them out. In Greek myth, we have the image of Atlas holding the weight of the world. His fit physique, no matter how well he's kept it, still isn't strong enough to carry the entire weight of the world on his shoulders. His neck is strained, forced to look downward with a seriousness of expression on his face. We've grown accustomed to thinking old is supposed to be bent over, hunched, distorted, undesirable. We look at the changes our aging bodies sustain but become predisposed to neglecting its psychological indications. If we do acquire a piece of intelligence, it is only that we are moving toward the grave. Dug into our contextual reference of grave are several key illustrations. The puzzling force of nature we recognize as gravity, which pulls matter to Earth's core, gravitas, which is associated with dignity, seriousness, solemnity, grandesque, and sobriety. Grave as in where our bodies are laid to rest, or used to describe the seriousness of one's circumstance. And lastly, gravid, meaning something which is full of meaning. Anxieties in later years could be about matters making grave our inevitable destinations, specifically death. They could also be about the richness associated with the circumstance we find ourselves in regarding this natural force, the seriousness of its tendency of the seriousness of its inevitability. For some, this natural inclination downward has a tendency of sparking uneasiness. This focus of attention toward uneasiness increases the likelihood that we'll be unfocused on seriously dire matters, as for an example, the profundity with which a composed, even aged ancestral soul is supposed to be stacked with.